Weakness to warrior mindset. What'd you think? Pretty good, eh? Pretty good. Practicing. So, we're going to talk about a topic today. But first, I want to say a little something. You may have heard this before, but the wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them. Funny, that's pretty relevant in today's society. And throughout, I guess, all of history, is like, people talk shit about people, especially people that are successful, or people are in places or in positions or on a path or have achieved something that someone else wants and desires. Could be money, could be status, nice house, good physique. They all talk shit, but like, well, it must be easy for that guy, or, that guy must have had shit handed to him, or some other bullshit that they come up with. What they don't realize is they can achieve them things too. But the one thing that they lack is direction. A path, a purpose, a journey. And as a man, if you don't have purpose, you ain't shit. If you don't have some destination or some point or end goal that you're trying to aim at, you ain't doing nothing but frickin' just jacking off in the world. It's that simple in life. I guarantee most of y'all, when you're on frickin' Instagram or fucking Facebook or all these other apps out there, you're just wasting time. You're sending reels to people and be like, oh man, look at this shit, dog. Look what happened here. Or you're wasting your time frickin' sitting in front of the TV. If this is you, I'm talking to you. You know it to be true. Look in the frickin' mirror. Over the past week, how much time have you wasted? How many times do you go to bed at night being like, man, this shit sucks? just to get up and repeat it all over again. On that hamster wheel, is doing the same shit over and over and over and over again. How many times do you tell yourself, well, I'm not going to go to freaking Sheets today and get some fucking, choking pukes, or I'm not going to stop at freaking McDonald's or Burger King. But you do it anyways. How many times have you guys started a freaking diet or a workout routine and after 2 weeks, you stopped? Why? Because it wasn't easy, or you didn't get the results, or you couldn't master that stupid little freaking voice in your head that's like, man, this is too hard, man. Man, let's just go back and, do things that we used to do. How many times have you gotten rejected by a girl and you're like, man, fuck that bitch. She don't know what she's missing. Well, she knows what she's missing. She's missing an undisciplined, out of shape, freaking dude that has no direction, nothing in life to offer her. But yeah, man, I got a good dick. It don't matter. I'm a good guy. Good guys finish last. You should know, because you're finishing last every single time. How many of y'all in debt and can't freaking afford things? And if you do, you just slap it on your freaking credit card and be like, I'll just pay it off later. I mean, how many of you actually proactively working towards getting out of debt, building a better life, building a better future for yourself? You are the sum total of the people you surround yourself by. If all of your people and all your friends in your freaking group aren't millionaires or aren't doing well, that could be the reason. How many of y'all have another man's name on the back of your shirt? And then watch him on TV and then criticize him. Man, if I was there, I would have da-da-da-da. You wouldn't even be able to last 2 minutes actually practicing, whether it be hockey or football or freaking, cricket or lacrosse or something like that, basketball. You wouldn't even be able to freaking hit the floor if you fell down with a basketball, let alone freaking slam dunk on somebody or run a freaking 100-yard touchdown or see a freaking 295-pound man fucking running at you about wanting to kill you, and your defensive lineman missed the block or something. Y'all be running scared. After the first hit, you'd be done. You'd be over there with the freaking towel boy and water boy. Y'all set yourself so low, you've put the bar so low that you could trip over the motherfucker. You've gotten so soft and so weak and so comfortable that you don't even know what it's like to be uncomfortable. You don't even know the last time that you went out and worked out and actually achieved a goal in life. That must be a shitty freaking feeling. And it has to eat away at you every single day. There are those that win, and then there are those that lose. And the difference between the winners and the losers are the winners lost so many times that they got tired of it and started doing something about it, and then started winning, and then started stacking wins on top of wins. They developed consistency, a routine, discipline, strength. They weren't afraid of pain. They weren't afraid of discomfort. When shit got tough, they got going. You don't rise to the top if you're drowning at the bottom. I want you to think about all the things in life that's happened to you the good and the bad. When good things happen, it's because you allowed them to happen. You took the proactive steps to be able to make that happen. When bad things happen in life, it's also your fault because you made the piss poor decisions to be able to set that up. Nothing happens by circumstance. I mean, generally, there are some things if you're parked beside in a park and a fucking tree just randomly falls or a branch or a limb falls on your vehicle. Okay, yeah. But all the other stuff, getting fat, that didn't happen by circumstance. That's not genetics. It's nobody's fault but your own. Getting out of shape, you stopped hitting the gym. You stopped caring about yourself. You stopped having respect for yourself. Getting into debt, you stopped freaking worrying about where your money's going and just spent like a drunken sailor and be like, yeah, I'll just pay it off later. You didn't have the discipline to be like, you know what, I can't afford this right now. Let me focus my money on something else, something more productive. You didn't practice saving 10% of your freaking paycheck every week. When you all freaking got dissed by a woman, it's because you weren't in the best shape of your life. You weren't the best version of yourself. Once you start working on yourself and starting to get to be the best version of yourself, then you give them no options. They will start to disqualify themselves. Like, man, he's good looking and he's ripped. I don't know if I'm up for the task. Now flip the script. When you go, hit on a woman that you think's out of your league. She's out of your league for a reason. It's because you didn't take the time to work on yourself. All these apps and all these fast foods and all this stuff that's going on in your life is designed to do one thing. To keep you where you're at. Weak, pathetic, out of shape. A freaking overconsumer. High blood pressure. High fat. At some point in some time, you have to sit down and look at yourself and look at your life and say, is this all? Is this all I am? Is this all I can be? No, you can be much more. You can have the great life that you've always dreamed of. But it takes you to putting in the work. Do I want to be the best fucking harmonica in the world? Absolutely. I put in the work. I put in the effort. I put in the discipline. You all see me on here. When I play, sometimes I play like shit. Sometimes I don't. That's just the way it works. I figure out where I need to freaking improve, and I improve on that. One step at a time. I can't improve everything at once, so I pick and choose. And that's the way life is, okay? What's the first thing you need to improve? Your physical fitness. Everything stems from there. When you start taking accountability for your actions and your body and the way you look, you start to build discipline, consistency, and you keep showing up for yourself. That's the freaking foundation. If you want to know how to do these things, come to my channel. Get on your journey. Get up off the couch and get on your freaking journey from weakness to warrior mindset.